Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back. This morning I'm going to be building some little kids, I guess like toddler chairs and a little table. Starting off with the chairs. Um, I tried to find some for my daughter online. Unfortunately, they're either really expensive, which is understandable, or really cheaply made and more cost effective. But all the reviews for the cheaper ones say like, yeah, they're going to fall apart. You know, they're kids, so they play with everything. They don't really know or think, hey, I'm going to break this if I'm roughhousing it. So here on the miter saw, about to get started on some cuts. I'll post the dimensions in the description, and then we'll go from there. So I just finished the miter cuts on the miter saw. Came over here to the table saw. That way I could cut make the rip cuts in half. So I just measured, cut the offset half of each one. And these are going to be the little beams on the chair. I've already cut some of them just to speed up the video. I'll go ahead and post a little setup of how they're gonna go, and then the video once I have everything set up. I have all the pieces mitered or cut on the table saw. The only thing that I'm missing is the seat top itself. I haven't decided exactly what I'm gonna go with. I think I might put a thin piece of board. I'm sorry, a wood. I just haven't decided if I'm gonna use a single piece or use some 2x4s and then make one. And then the last thing that I'm thinking about, I have some extra leftover flooring, some laminate. I'm thinking maybe if I just put a real thin piece of plyboard and then just make it smooth, I'll put the laminate over. That way it has a nice top as well. And then I still have to paint it and stain it. But this is pretty much how it's gonna look. Just these two and these two, just imagine them up here as a support, not on the bottom, because then it looks kind of weird. It looks like the chair is upside down with two extra long legs. But yeah, this will come up this way and it'll sit in there somewhere. I need to get it centered, set up, and then go from there. Okay, so I'm back. The little chair minus the seat itself is done. One big rookie mistake that I made was obviously my measurements were off for my pocket holes to begin with. As you can see, I have 3 here instead of 2, and they weren't deep enough. However, the big mistake out of everything is the fact that because it's towards the inside of the chair, in my mind, I was thinking like you can't see them. The pocket holes should have either been on the bottom, but it would have been on the thin side, which is fine. Just put 1 instead of 2, and then use a little bit extra of the wood glue. So yeah, I'm not gonna make a video follow-up fixing this little piece, but pretty much I'm gonna take this out, recut that piece that's over there on the miter saw to replace that, so you can't see that. Other than that, I'm gonna finish. Still thinking about the top. Might use some laminate that I have left over there, and then put that as a top and maybe a backing, but we'll see. If not, at least sand it down again and then paint it to make it a nicer color, fix that thing like I said. And then you guys had seen my other video where I made the little enclosure tent for my miter saw and table saw. I used it today. It actually made a huge difference. Everything stayed in this general area instead of flying all over the shop. And that's the thing you guys saw in my other video if you guys watched it. Let me know if you guys build anything like this, what you guys use, maybe some better ideas on what I could use for the top. And so now we have the finished product minus painting. A couple things to note here. I went ahead and left the top part right there with the rookie mistake, just as a reminder, something for my daughter that, hey, this is something your dad made. She's barely 1.5 years, so she's not gonna remember this moment yet. But just something I made. It wasn't mass produced. You can tell with my signature rookie mistake there. But other than that, the sanding came out real nice. I didn't go too heavy on it. I just wanted it to be free of any splinters or anything like that. And it gave it that nice color. It looks a little rustic with it. And I'm sure once the paint's on there, it's going to look even better. That grain's going to pop more. For the top, I ended up just choosing to go with a one solid piece on top. And then I just used number 10 2-inch wood screws. If y'all decide to use wood screws, just remember to make them flush with the wood or deeper than the wood. That way, if your kid or whoever uses the chair won't get caught up on their clothes or, God forbid, their skin. And I also used on every single seam where I connected anything, I also put wood glue just to give it that reinforcement on it. So if you guys like this or any of my other videos, please go ahead and hit like at the bottom, comment if you guys have anything like this, built anything like this, rooms for improvement, stuff you guys like, didn't like. Obviously that rookie mistake I pointed out myself, so you don't have to crucify me about that one. But yeah, just go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys.